Crush Drums is a collection of drummers that decided to step outside the box of what usual drum companies do and kind of take an approach from the player side.
The company really is all about taking ideas from drummers, guys, artists playing out on the road, bringing all those ideas together and giving them exactly what they need.
We always want to have excitement building. We always want to bring something that hasn't been done yet.
We know that we're not the first drum company, we're not going to be the last, obviously, but we wanted to be different.
The team that we've put together here at Crush has vast experience in the drum industry. What's really cool for us is we know what works great, but we also know what doesn't work at all. So we're able to kind of weed through a lot of the stuff that a lot of younger companies have to deal with initially and get right down to what we know works and what drummers want.
It's delivery of product. It is consistency of product. It is the quality of product and how they hold up on the road or in someone's basement or wherever they might be.
A big part of what we got going on is we really want to bring everybody together. We want everybody's ideas flowing, and then we'll just all kind of pick and choose what ideas make sense to the masses and go from there.
It's usually the perception on the consumer and dealer side what really separates drum companies.
We're really excited to bring some of the, I think, most exciting marketing that's been done in the drum industry in a while.
One of the ideas that was the company was built on was not to let greed come into the company. We've experienced that. I've worked for several companies in the past, and it was all about how much money we can put in the bank, and that's not really what we're building this company on. We're building this company on growing a community of drummers and dealers and artists to support them. In turn, we can continue to provide quality products.
We'll never sacrifice durability for novelty. That's something that we've all made a very conscious decision to make sure that when we build something, it holds up, it lasts, it sounds the way it's supposed to sound, it performs the way it's supposed to perform. It'll still be unique, and have a cool look to it, but we'll never ever sacrifice the quality of the product for that. I'm Terry Platt, co-founder of Crush Drums and Percussion.
Terry's ability to take his ideas and actually not only put them to paper, but to put them in design on the computer and realize the pluses and minuses of aesthetics versus functionality is I think, quite unique.
He's that kind of guy that he looks at a product and he doesn't just go, oh hey, this is cool, this is the way that it is. It's always been a thing of, man, what can I do to make that better? Or how can I tweak it a little bit?
Terry's specialty is really bringing to life new and modern ideas based on classic building.
I am Rick Hughes, Director of Artist Relations for Crush Drums and Percussion.
We have a very respectable roster pre-launch. What is that based on? That's based on reputation, that's based on relationships, and that's basically Rick Hughes.
Seeing our logo flying out on prime time before we've even launched any kits, before anybody's seen any of our production work yet, was just unbelievable, completely humbling to us as a staff, because it's almost unthinkable. A lot of people were asking us, how do you have so many artists already?
I just saw the way that he cultivated relationships and just knew instantly that that's the kind of relationship building we wanted here at Crush.
I'm Gary Ingraffia, COO, Crush Drums and Percussion.
Having Gary here really kind of helps keep the other guys in the office right now a little more centered, because we have a tendency to get a little further out on the edges of creativity, and Gary helps us to bring it back in and say, okay guys, those are great ideas, but how can we make that appeal to everybody? So that was one of the reasons, one of the many reasons that we brought Gary.
He brings with him a wealth of knowledge about the retail side of the music instrument industry.
Gary's very talented at what he does. He's not just a great drummer. He's been in this business for a really long time. He's made a lot of great contacts.
I'm Mike Swenson, Creative Director of Crush Drums and Percussion.
When everyone sees Crush, it's Mike. Mike is the reason why we have the image that we do.
I've seen a lot of work from a lot of other graphic artists and people in marketing and advertising. People have been doing it for 20, 30 years, and I think Mike, probably doing this for 10 years or so, is, in my opinion, one of the best that I've ever seen.
His vision and his eye really kind of helped us figure out where Crush was going to fit in the market, just when we started seeing logos and badges and things of that nature.
We're going to start some new trends. We're gonna bring some excitement back into the drum industry.
As drummers, we just want gear that sounds great, that looks cool, and that'll perform night after night.